In today's fishing video, I'm going to be fishing the Middle Provo. I'm using a Tenkara Bum 36. Initially, I'm going to be trying some kabari patterns, doing some manipulations, fishing them on the surface, down low, but I just couldn't get the fish to react, and they seemed to be really deep, and the water was cold. So here I'm putting on the amazing mop fly. This is the first Euro pattern I tried, and I probably need to use the right tool to put it on, not my hook remover. The wind was just driving me nuts today. It's just been blowing like crazy, and certainly made managing the line and seeing the sighter very difficult. So right away, this is the first cast with the mop fly. First one, I didn't get any reactions to it. And then the second cast, if you can see the sighter here, or the end of the level line, you'll see right here the strike. So pretty quick, the second cast, I was able to pick up a nice brown trout. I got this new handy pack net that I'm using here, and you can see it's got kind of a flaw in terms of I really need to attach some kind of a gear keeper to it, like a lanyard, because it's just too hard to sit there and mess to hold the net and hand line the fish. And you can see I'm struggling there with it. So what I'm going to do is get a gear key, is just attach one of my gear keepers, which I really like the gear keepers for holding on to things. And they have a net one that works particularly well. It just sucks the net right up when you're not using it. And it just makes it really awkward to be trying to play with the net in one hand and hand line the fish in the other one and handle the rod and everything. So I think getting some kind of a gear keeper to just let the net dangle will help out quite a bit. So I edited these videos down, but I mean right away, I think this is the third cast, and then the fourth cast I catch another fish. So they really just were on this mop fly today. I didn't even try any other flies for the rest of the day. I just was lazy and kept working this mop fly on them. Didn't really feel the need to change. As I'm playing this fish here, there was a really big log, a big long branch under the water that I'm trying to keep the fish out of. And it keeps trying to run up there, and I'm worried that it's going to go under there. So I had to put quite a bit of pressure on it just to keep it away from that. And I walked down the river a bit just to keep it out of that. This time I took the net under my arm as I brought the fish in, which made it a little bit easier to hand line it, but I still think it would be better to have the net just hanging off a gear keeper.
This guy's not ready. Just gently bring him into the net. Nice fat brim. knocked it out of his mouth, but also got himself tangled. Okay. A smaller brown.
I'm still using the mop fly here. Really, I probably could have used a number of different nymphs and would have had similar results, but it just happened, the first one I tried worked well enough I didn't really need to change. This fish took the fly deep enough in his mouth that kind of made it tricky to get out. I tried my little fly removal tool, but as it turns out, the bead on the end of this mop fly was just too large for it. And I actually ended up trashing the fly here. It still caught a couple more fish, but pretty soon the thing just fell apart, and I was fishing with it and not realizing that it had fallen apart. And I figured that out later. So on the way out to the parking lot here, there's a little hole that's right next to the trail. And on my way in, I passed this spot and spooked a couple of decent fish right out of here immediately. And I thought, I'm going to try this on the way back. And I did, and was able to pick up a nice little brown out of here as I was headed back to the car. And it was somewhat of a short fishing session, but this is the last fish I caught and called it a day. If you liked my Tenkara fishing video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the like button on this video. Thanks for watching, and make sure you get out and go fishing.